Believe it or not, you could be making at least 10k a month doing
Popular
something you
online business
absolutely
models.
love.
Millionaire as a teenager.
I became multi-retired, my entire family.
My entrepreneurship journey started when I was just 14. I was one of the top stunt scooter riders in my country. I was posting edits of my tricks to Instagram. I got to my first 1,000 followers, and as a result, I got my first sponsorship. But my payout was shit, because I wasn't receiving any money. I was just getting scooter parts. When I turned 15, I started a TikTok and an Instagram account about one of my interests back then, which was fashion. Because I already had some experience with social media, in just 7 months, I grew both of those accounts to over 100,000 followers each. I remember this one time when I traveled to a different city with my girlfriend for Christmas. It was already dark. We were walking down the street. I've had one of my hands busy with her hand and the other one with a bag. And suddenly somebody put his hand on my shoulder, saying, "Oh, I've seen your videos on TikTok, can I take a photo?" And so I literally became famous in my country. People recognized me on the streets, on the bus, everywhere. And that was also when I first started making some good money. I was not only getting many different brand deals, but I also started reselling clothes on my own. I would order some cheap caps for like $5 from AliExpress. I would order like 20 or 50 of them, and then I would sell them on my own Vinted. Vinted is like eBay, but for clothes in Poland. And so I was literally reselling, like kinda even dropshipping clothes from AliExpress at 3 times the price and saying that they were my caps because I was signing them. Bro, I was literally scamming some kids. But I also did some legit stuff. I was modeling, I was working with a big clothing company, so we released my own line, and that's how I made my first $1,000 online. Sure, it wasn't 100% online, but honestly, at 16, I got sick of all of that. Because how much can you talk about something that provides genuinely zero value to the world? So I quit. And instead, I started doing something that was much closer to my purpose. So I started this cinematic YouTube channel. And so I started helping people in my videos, actually giving them value. And again, the story repeats. I got from 0 to 1 million views and 10,000 followers in just 6 months. Then, because I started getting so many views, I actually started making some good money from ad revenue. And at this point, I wasn't even surprised. I was like, yeah, sure, everything I've tried before worked. So why would this not work? And when people started asking me for some more advice, I started giving out coaching lessons, selling info products, giving a ton of value to the world. And that's how I made my first $10,000 purely online. And do you see a similarity between all the 3 years when I was a scooter rider, then I was a fashion influencer, and then I became this movement leader? Do you see that one thing that got me those sick results in all of those 3 business models? I found the new meta. Just as when you played video games, you have different metas. For example, Season 10 meta was playing this champion or this gun. In real life, there are metas too. Most efficient tactics available. And so I found it. By accident, because I was super young. But I learned the skill that was required to take advantage of it. And now, I can start literally any business model, and I know that I'm gonna get good results in it. And I know that this is not the most humble thing to say, but just let me explain. Because notice that your problem is that you keep hopping on from one business model to another, watching all those bullshit YouTubers who talk about the 7 top business models for teenagers to make $10,000 online. You watch all those videos and you still get no results. Have you ever asked yourself, why is that? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Because all the NPCs in the world who don't do anything in their lives, they watch those videos too. Just look at the number of views, likes and comments those popular business videos have. Millions. And do you think that millions of people get sick results after watching those videos? Of course not. Do you think the big entrepreneurs, the Chads, watch those videos? The top 7 ways to make $5,000 while you're asleep? Bro. They obviously don't. So the question remains, what should you do then? Well, I could start talking about the high income skills that you need to make $1 million while you're 16. But you know that's not true. Those videos are made purely for views. But I'm here to be different. I don't want to be like them. So I genuinely want to give you value. So I'm gonna reveal my secret. And it's that when you watch such videos, when you look at such big influencers, big entrepreneurs who make millions, who make those YouTube videos, don't do what they tell you to do, but do what they do. Isn't that obvious? If you want their results, then you gotta do exactly what they do, and you're gonna get them. That's so obvious, yet all the NPCs don't realize that. When I look at comments under those videos of people saying how it changed their life, I think to myself, it's over for them. So if you really want to be different, then you have to start following the meta. And what's the meta of the successful people? It's the same thing that got me to my first $10,000 online at just 16. It's content creation. That's because no matter the business model, you have to sell something. And the only way to sell something is to make people see it and to make them interested in it. That's really what marketing is. And when you just think about it for a second yourself, you are going to realize that the best way to market anything these days is to market it on social media. And I'm gonna give you a real life example. Remember me at 15? I was working with one of the top brands in Europe. Unfortunately, I can't say their name here, but the point is that they could either spend tens of thousands of dollars, literally, I'm not exaggerating, to put their ad on TV, to reach a completely random audience. And what? Would they get many sales? Probably not, but the investment is huge. Or there's the other option. They can pay an influencer just over $1,000. He's going to make a video about it, promote it to an audience that is genuinely interested in fashion, and is going to reach hundreds of thousands of people. Which option is more likely to get sales? And which one is cheaper? This is how powerful content creation is. That's the creator economy. And so really, when you learn content creation, you can start any business and you're going to do really well in it. Think of dropshipping. What's the hardest part? Getting leads to your product, getting people to see it and to become interested in it. Marketing is the hardest part. And how do you market? You make ads on TikTok. And so really, instead of spending hundreds of dollars every single day for paid ads on TikTok, you can do that organically if you know how to get views, and you can get millions and hundreds of thousands of views paying no money if you just know how to do that. And that's how you get a bunch of sales, and that's how you make millions from dropshipping. How about SMMA? What's the hardest part? The hardest part is getting clients and giving them good results so that they actually stay with you for another month. So how do you do that? You get clients by promoting your services on social media, and you give them insane results by knowing how to market them and by knowing the algorithm and by giving them a bunch of views. Content creation again. And how about being a freelancer, a video editor or a copywriter? It's all the same thing here, because the hardest part is getting clients. So with content creation, you can create videos that promote your services, and on top of that, the videos are going to be living proof that what you're selling works. And so really, when you learn content creation, you're living life on easy mode. And to reveal all the cards here, I'm going to tell you exactly what I do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I teach a lot of what I know on YouTube for free. But if you want to take your journey to the next level, then you join my private school for creators. YouTube is just marketing. And the real business that gets my clients real results is the creator community. The best example of this process is one of my first students, Regan. He watched some of my videos, he saw the results I was getting on social media, and so he DM'd me asking for help. I was like, okay, let's do it. He joined my classes. I was teaching him content creation for a few months. Then he started his own social media marketing agency, and in just 3 months, he got that to over $5,000 in pure revenue for himself. Then only 6 months after he started paying me to teach him, he started living this lifestyle that you probably dream of too. Flying to Bali, making podcasts in those luxury apartments, getting some nicer clothes, cigar. And the reason it all happened is because I taught him something that I myself am really good at. So this is exactly what you have to do. You have to learn content creation to use it to sell your value to the world. Obviously, the value has to be life-changing. If not, then you're going to come out scammy, and obviously we don't want that, but that's a separate topic. You need to learn content creation first to then be able to give value to the world. That's how you make money. And this is exactly how you're going to do that. We're gonna keep it nice, short and simple. Let's say that you wanna be a long-form video editor. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna set up your online shop. That's going to be the sales page, the place where people actually buy your product, the place where you send them your product. Then the next thing is going to be creating a YouTube channel to promote your service. The reason I'm saying that you should create a YouTube channel is because if you wanna be a long-form editor, then you gotta target people who are going to look that. And generally, people who wanna hire long-form editors don't sit on Instagram or TikTok too much. So you wanna make long-form content. You create a bunch of good videos where you showcase your editing skills, and one day, when you're gonna go to sleep, you're gonna wake up with a notification on your phone saying you've just made your first sale, and you're gonna see the magic dollar sign on your screen. You just get to editing the video. There's absolutely no risk involved because somebody already paid you. Now you just gotta get to work, finish the video, and you're done. You've made your first money. As you grow your channel, you're gonna get more clients, and when you reach a point that you can edit all the videos yourself, then you're basically gonna scale everything up, hire more editors, and now they are going to edit the videos under your name. And so now you're going to have a bunch of clients, other editors working for you. And instead of editing the videos on your own, you're just gonna be sitting there and collecting the fruit of the money tree that you planted. And it's that simple. You're gonna have a high profit company full of video editors, and it's gonna set you up for a living till the end of your life. All you're gonna have to do if you wanna profit even more is make more YouTube videos to get more clients. It's that simple. The only hard part, assuming that you can do your skill extremely well, is that you're gonna have to learn to set up the shop yourself. You're gonna have to manage that. And most importantly, you're gonna have to create good content to get views on your videos. Without that, sorry, no clients. There are 2 ways you can go about learning everything. The first one is the free way. What I would usually recommend you to do is to attend some sort of school, maybe a free class in your area, but you know that nobody does any content creation classes or schools. So that's not gonna help you at all. So what you're gonna have to do is just basically read articles on the internet and watch those shitty YouTube videos. The problem with them is that they are not made to give you value, they are made to get views. Because the YouTuber that makes those videos wants to get views and make money himself, so most likely you're not gonna learn shit from that. And don't take my word here. Just think about the fact that you've been already watching a bunch of those videos for a long time and you still get no results, so it says a lot about them and about the person who makes them. The second way to go about learning all of this though is the paid way. And this is honestly what I went for. And what I would usually recommend you here is some books. I would tell you at least 3 good books on this topic, but the problem is that I've read like 1 or 2 that I found so far, and they were both shit. There are no books on content creation because really, how can you explain that in a book? It's very difficult. So there's nothing on that. The option that is available though is personal coaching, but that gets hella expensive. Because if you want to learn from creators who actually know shit, then it's gonna cost you a lot. I always charged $129 for just an hour of coaching. So it really does get expensive. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the new meta of learning, especially online, is all the online schools that are starting to appear on the internet. The reason they are such a good opportunity is because A, they are much more affordable than personal coaching as they are made for a bunch of people, and second of all, they are usually a combination of not only info products like courses that sell for hundreds of dollars on their own, but also coaching in form of calls. So I really do believe that this is the future of learning, not only online, but also in general. And now, are there any communities specifically for creators? Well, there is Hamza's Adonis School, but it is pretty expensive at $129 per month, and it is not that much of a creator community, so this is mostly for generally guys on self-improvement who want to make money. And so seeing this gap that people don't get what they want, I decided to make my own school, the creator community that is made specifically for people who want to learn content creation. And I really won't sell you here, I just really want you to know, bro, that if you want to be a content creator, then that is the place to go. It's super affordable. It's pretty much the cheapest community like this out there on the internet. It's $40 per month. And just think about how much you get. You join, you learn content creation, you start your business, you start making a bunch of money with it. Everybody in the community does so too. We fly to Bali together, we make a bunch of content together, we literally dominate YouTube. Then we drive through Europe like one crew in our supercars. People on the streets recognize us, they want to take photos with us. We throw crazy events all around the world. That's the vision I have for us. And all that's required is that you get started. So remember, bro, the new meta to make money online is content creation. The place for you to learn that and to succeed fast is creator community. And if you want to join, or if you're still not sure but you would like to read some more, then click the first link in the description right now, and I hope that I will see you on the side, where people are sick of being consumers and who want to become the creators of their own reality. How did you like my come up story, by the way?